A volunteer effort is underway to recycle old bicycles. The sales are raising money for a good cause. As environment correspondent Ed Rogers reports, the goal is to keep those trusty two-wheelers on the road and out of the dump.
Russ White is getting this bike road ready. A year ago, he opened the bike exchange in Mercer County. He came up with the idea of selling old and unwanted cycles after he retired and was working in a bike store.
People would come in and say, how do I get rid of my old bike? And other people would come in and say, can I buy a used bike? And I thought, well, this is a great opportunity. People could donate their bikes and we'll get volunteers to fix them up, and we can help low-income people get bikes, and we can raise some money for a youth organization which turned out to be the Boys and Girls Club of Trenton.
Last year, the exchange sold 925 old bikes, raising $44,000. The money goes to the Trenton Boys and Girls Club.
This year, we opened on March 20th. We closed for the winter. We opened on the first day of spring, and since March 20th, it's now end of April, we've sold 450 bikes, and our gross has been around 18,000. It's just we've moved to a new level of sales and activity.
The bikes often come from workers at corporations or church groups. A child's bike is resold for $10 and adults from $30 to $80. Many of the customers are low and moderate income families who can't afford a car.
The adults buying the bike, yes, many of them are using them for transportation. In fact, I would say maybe as much as half may use them for transportation, the other use them for recreation.
In terms of emissions, that means less carbon dioxide and other pollutants spewing into the air. Recycling these bikes has had another environmental benefit. It's kept about 5,000 pounds of metal out of the trash in landfills. Besides White, several volunteers work at the exchange. It's open 2 days a week. AAA of Central New Jersey is also providing 150 bike helmets for families who can't afford the purchase.
Brain injuries are something that we're trying to prevent, and it's an added cost for the parents to add to the purchase of a bicycle.
This bike's actually in surprisingly good shape.
Ed Rogers, NJN News, Ewing Township.